In the heart of the Australian outback, a remote wildlife sanctuary was home to a group of kangaroos that roamed freely across the wide, open plains. For years, the sanctuary had been a haven for these iconic creatures, providing them with a safe space away from poachers and the dangers of the outside world. But the sanctuary was also a place of study for wildlife biologists, who often observed the kangaroo's behaviors and interactions in the wild. One of those biologists, Dr. Natalie Howard, had set up a hidden camera near a secluded area where she had been observing a particularly curious female kangaroo named Rosie. Rosie was well known among the sanctuary staff for her calm demeanor and the way she would cautiously explore her environment. Over the past few months, Rosie's belly had grown, signaling the impending birth of her Joey. As Dr. Howard prepared for the day she knew would come, she set up a small, discreet camera near a brush-covered patch where Rosie often rested. The camera, carefully hidden among the thick grass, was there to capture the birth of Rosie's Joey and observe how she would care for her newborn. A few weeks later, Dr. Howard arrived at the sanctuary early one morning to check the footage. She wasn't sure if Rosie had given birth yet, but the swelling in her belly had been noticeable for weeks, so she was hopeful the camera would reveal what had transpired in the quiet hours of the night. As the footage began to play, Dr. Howard watched intently, eager to witness this natural process in the wild. At first, the video showed Rosie hopping peacefully around her usual spot, foraging for food and enjoying the early morning light. However, as the sun began to set in the video, the real magic began. Rosie lay down gently in a secluded corner of the sanctuary, her breathing deepening. The footage was clear and steady, offering a perfect view of the birth. Dr. Howard could hardly contain her excitement as she watched Rosie go into labor, her body gently rocking as she delivered her Joey. But then, something unexpected happened. As the Joey emerged from the pouch, it wasn't the only one. To Dr. Howard's amazement, another smaller Joey followed closely behind. Rosie, who had been presumed to be carrying just one Joey, had given birth to twins, an incredibly rare occurrence for kangaroos. The second Joey, though smaller and weaker, immediately began to try and crawl into Rosie's pouch along with its sibling. For a moment, the camera captured Rosie's reaction, her calm, almost bewildered expression as she realized the unusual situation. She seemed a bit overwhelmed at first, but her maternal instincts kicked in. Rosie carefully helped the smaller Joey into the pouch, adjusting her body to make room for both. With remarkable gentleness, she licked both Joeys clean and snuggled them close. But the twist didn't end there. As the video continued, Dr. Howard saw something even more incredible. A few minutes later, a male kangaroo, one of the dominant members of the group, appeared on the scene. He didn't seem to approach the new mother in a threatening way. Instead, he stood back and watched from a distance, as if keeping watch. However, what was even more extraordinary was that, after a brief moment, the male kangaroo stepped forward and began to help the mother with the Joeys. Dr. Howard had never seen a male kangaroo display such behavior before. It was almost as though he was protecting the family, something not typically associated with male kangaroos, who usually kept their distance from the young. Dr. Howard paused the footage, her eyes wide in disbelief. She replayed the moment several times, analyzing the male's behavior. It was rare for males to be involved in the care of newborn Joeys, but this male kangaroo was not only standing guard but also helping Rosie in an unexpected display of tenderness. His actions appeared protective, ensuring that the mother and her new Joeys were safe from any potential threats. As Dr. Howard sat back in her chair, she couldn't help but marvel at the unexpected turn of events. The footage had captured something that defied the usual behavior patterns of kangaroos. Not only had Rosie given birth to twins, but the bond between the mother and the male kangaroo was something entirely new. It was an extraordinary moment in wildlife that would change everything Dr. Howard thought she knew about kangaroo social structures and parenting. That day, the hidden camera footage revealed more than just the birth of a Joey. It had unveiled a surprising and touching story of care, protection, and the unspoken connections that can exist in the animal kingdom. Dr. Howard knew that this discovery would be shared with the world, a beautiful reminder of nature's unpredictability and the extraordinary relationships that form when least expected. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe for more interesting videos, like and share this video. Have a nice day.